Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Voodoo Garden. My name is Ray. I will be your host, and I have a co-host today. Yeah, a little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny co-host. No, this isn't Rascal, but it's adorable, whatever it is. Can you guess what it is? It rattles. And this is what it looks like. Creepy, isn't it? He just took the tomato leaves, wrapped them around himself or herself, and spun a silken cocoon inside. But, hear this? Yeah, you can hear it rattling around. I'm sure she didn't appreciate that, but one of these days, if it's still alive, I'm going to have me a hummingbird moth or a hawk moth in my house. Yeah, I know, you might think, oh, it's going to eat all your plants. Well, I might put it in a cage. I don't know. It's going to be too cold to release it, so I'll try and keep it alive as much as possible and feed it scrap leaves from my tomato plants that I'm growing inside, and then eventually turn it loose somewhere out in the wild. This is a hawk moth larva, also known as the dreaded tomato hornworm. Yes. While it was still autumn, it was a little late in the season, but I was coming in from feeding the chickens, and right on the right side of my back door, I saw this big honkin' green thing. Anybody that's ever had a tomato hornworm, you know what I'm talking about. They are big, huge, fat, juicy caterpillars that will decimate your tomato patch. And people ask me, Ray, how do you get rid of them? I'm like, I don't know, drive over them with a car. They are huge. But anyway, I didn't want to kill this guy. And so I brought him inside, put him in a coffee can, and threw in a few tomato leaves from my plants because I had tomatoes growing outside at the time. And overnight, this happened. And it spun a cocoon, pulled all the tomato leaves around itself, and it is now in hibernation, going to turn into what's called a hummingbird moth or a hawk moth. And they are absolutely beautiful creatures. If you've ever seen what these things turn into, it's a work of art. I know the caterpillars will kill your plants, but it is a work of art. And I hope it's alive in here. I really do hope it's alive. If it does come out alive, I'm going to show you this up close and personal and show you just how beautiful a pest can be. I'm going to keep it in a sealed container so it can get air and stuff, but I'm going to feed it little pieces of tomato leaves off the tomatoes I'm growing in here. So I'll have something to feed it, keep it contained, and hopefully I can get it to survive until spring, and then I'm going to set it loose in the city of Wyndham so I can decimate everybody else's tomato plants. But you know, I don't want to kill that thing, and I figure, well, there's a lot of gardens in there, and as long as it's not eating mine. So I'm going to set it loose. Anyway, I got more drawing things. Oh, green, ooh. Very holiday-like. And more stuff for the drawing, but take a look at this. I just decorated downstairs. Put up my Christmas tree, put up my decorations, and I found this in my decorations, and I forgot all about this. Yeah, it looks like a sock monkey, but with a twist. That's not irritating at all, is it? It's, I call it domestic abuse sock monkey. Oh! That's satisfying. Yeah, it's irritating, but it has these little stretchy arms, and you're supposed to like sling it across the room. Oh, God. I don't know who gave that to me, but whoever it is, I would say thank you, but come on. That thing is irritating. Anyway, that is my sock monkey. Hey, check it out. Ooh, check it out. Can you guess what this is? Probably not. This is tobacco. Yeah, I'm growing a little tobacco plant in my house. It was just this itty-bitty thing the last time I showed it. I think I showed it, didn't I? Yeah, but I'm growing tobacco. And just a little teaser, because I'm giving away seeds for that. Shirazi tobacco. It's an old, ancient Iranian tobacco that will help you kill your bugs in your garden. Those are going away in the seed giveaway. And lastly, oh, by the way, you'll know what all of this other stuff is if you just watch the Praxis 55712 episode. I showed me fighting with this thing and showing you some transplanting tips. But this beauty is about to put out flowers. And I'm going to show you here on the Voodoo Garden when this does, because this amazingly deadly, dangerous datura, also nicknamed Angel's Trumpet, which it's not, is called datura or Jimson weed. But as deadly as this thing can be, it has beautiful flowers like you wouldn't believe, and you will believe it when you see them here. They are fascinating. They are fascinating, and they smell like heaven. Yeah, they do. Which is probably where you'll be if you eat that plant. Okay, anyway, I think we're done. Let's get to some drawings, because This is fun. This is fun. This is the second to the last Voodoo Garden drawing for this particular set of prizes. So if you want to enter this contest, sorry, too late. No more contestants, please. I am going to do, I'm going to do 5 winners today, and then I'm going to do the balance, which I believe is 15. Yes, 15 winners next week and round this off. So there are going to be a heck of a lot of honking winners. Check this out. Yeah, there are a lot of entries in here, and instead of just throwing it all over the floor and acting like a darn fool, I'm just gonna shake it up this time, okay? 5 new winners. Let's get them all mixed up. Don't look, Ray. Oh, something fell out. Anything else fell out? Nope. Okay. All right. Are we ready? Drum roll. Somebody, give me a drum roll. Huh. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Right, just pull out the darn things. Okay, I'm going to just grab a whole handful and then sift out 5, okay? 1. Yeah. Whoops. Ouch. I missed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, I got 5 in one shot. Son of a gun. You knew I was going to eventually find those big ones, didn't you? Okay. This is that one that I got a long time ago. Oh, and this is that elephant in the room. And I didn't mean to pull them. You saw me. I just grabbed 5 at random. And a little tiny one. This is from overseas. Cool. Domestic. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Sorry, Chad. You already won. These are the leftover entries from Chad, who has the raised bed guy channel. And yeah, I'm sorry. You can only win once. So, sorry, Chad. Let's do this again, folks. That means 2 more of you. He sent in so many entries, and I forgot to take him. Where's the box? Okay. He sent in so many entries, he couldn't help but win so many times. Okay, any more Chads? Nope. Ooh, stripes. Pretty. And, okay, that's not Chad. Good. Chad, you got to stop winning. Oh, but I have a fantastic announcement right after the drawing here, and you're not going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss this at all. So, don't fast forward, by the way, because this is a good part of the program. But anyway, right after this, I'm going to announce something, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it because it means money. Okay, Ray, where's your glasses? Okay, put them on. Oh, I'm getting pretty good at this. Ooh, by the way, check out my... Okay, the first one is from the elephant in the room. Congratulations, elephant. You are the winner. Whoops, just rip it apart, Ray. That's what I do. I don't have a letter opener. Okay, the first one is from the elephant in the room. Ooh, shiny. Ooh. Oh, it smells like clothing. You know what's weird? I actually love the smell of new clothes. When I'm out shopping, you know, I will actually smell the clothes in the clothing department. So if you're ever shopping for clothes, beware. My nose might have been in there. Aw, this is beautiful. It says, can you guess what this says? Well, you can't. It says, today is a good day. And that is my slogan on the Praxis 55712 channel and in my life. Because every day I wake up, I think today is a good day. And also, by the way, one thing that you don't know that I should mention is that every night before I go to sleep, I think today is a good day. That's my last thought before I go to sleep. And someday I'll explain that to you, why I say that. I have this attitude of gratitude, not because of drugs or alcohol, nothing. I have a little backstory to that, but I'll tell you some other day. But I always say today is a good day because the day is as good as you make it. And so if you want to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day. You want to have a good day, make it happen because nobody's out there to make it for you. And this is beautiful. It's huge. It's like a dress. But I don't know, with a few more donuts and some Christmas treats, I think I'll grow right into it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is beautiful. And it's dark blue, which is my favorite color. Dark blue and dark green are my 2 favorite colors. And dark green as the writing. That is nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who are you, by the way, elephant? Okay, this is the weirdest coincidence. Okay, this is from Tim, who is my friend on Facebook, and he wanted to send me a shirt. But in his letter, he says, by the way, My question is in the other big package. What are the odds? What are the odds that I would draw both of these on the same drawing? And this is a question. This is just a gift. So this is not an entry, which means one other person is going to get drawn out of there. So that's good for you guys. But I guess I'll open up this one. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate the shirt. And by the way, Tim has a custom t-shirt business, and that's why he made this t-shirt for me. And I really do appreciate it. Oh, wow. What is this? Long Johns? My compost doesn't stink. What do you think, folks? What do you think? Tim did good? Thanks, Tim. That is nice. Today is a good day and my compost doesn't stink. But today is a good day. It really is. Thanks, everybody, for making my days really great. I go over it and over it, but I really do mean it. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, now, Natalie and Tim have questions. First question is, how do you keep your vine plants a certain size to fit in the raised beds? Whenever I've grown them, they go everywhere. That's a good question. Like my cucumbers. I grew them up a trellis, but my cantaloupes and stuff, what I do is I just keep pruning them back. And they will put out side shoots just like any other plant, which is really weird. Like my cantaloupe, I cut off the growing tip and it put out a couple more, and those started going out all over the lawn, and I had to prune those back. It really is difficult with vines like watermelons, pumpkins, things like that. You just have to keep up on it because the more you snip them, the faster they grow. It's just nuts. But all I do is I just keep cutting them back. And you can do that, you know, like with watermelons. They'll get all kinds of vines, but you want to keep it down to just a couple main vines because each watermelon plant is only really going to do one, maybe two good watermelons. Everything else is just going to be extra. You may have all those little watermelons. Trust me, you don't want to try and go for broke, especially when you're in an environment like I am where you have a short growing season. If you try and get greedy, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of itty bitty watermelons, and that is not a good thing. So what I do with the cantaloupes, watermelons, things like that, I cut off all the extra ones. The first ones to set decent fruit are the winners. Everybody else, I'm sorry. Consolation prize is you go into the compost pile. That's what I do. I keep them clipped back. Who is it? David Stratton. Congratulations, David. You are our next winner on the Voodoo Garden 52 drawing lesson in 52 weeks. Darn, I wish I had that monkey. I could punch it every time I said congratulations. What do you want? Oh. All right, our next winner is David Stratton. Congratulations, David. You are the next winner in the Voodoo Garden 50. Yeah, you know the whole thing. Look at me abbreviating towards the end. Ah, nice tip. Okay, nice tip. Nice tip, David. David's tip is, first of all of us that grow tomatoes, we have had this problem. You grow a tomato and you underestimate it. We always underestimate our plants. Don't know why, but we do it every single year. And he grows his tomatoes and he found out tomato cages, you know, I've grown in tomato cages, and they grow in the cage and then they get too big and they go, and they fall down, and then you're like, oh crap, what am I supposed to do? If the cage, the tomato fell down, you can't get them out. And then we try a little bit of lattice, and then of course a wind comes along, snaps the lattice over. You know, there are a lot of different ways to support tomatoes. We all have our methods, but he has had so many problems with so many different methods. He finally got over it, and he tried something really industrial, which I think is really pretty cool. He uses rebar, and anybody that has not used rebar is those metal pieces of metal in concrete, and it's used to reinforce concrete. Yeah, you can get them very inexpensive at any big hardware store, and sometimes you can find them at construction sites because they clip off extra pieces and they just throw them away. You can get them for free. Jam that baby in there, jam another one over there, put a couple of them crossways, tie them together. That is going to hold any tomato plant you have, even if it's as huge as mine. It's going to hold those tomato plants. Very good idea. And very good idea of using throwaway stuff that they're just going to throw into a landfill anyway. Go to a construction site when they have that pile of nonsense at the end. Say, hey, can I grab a couple pieces of rebar, you know, like maybe 4 feet long, throw them in my car? They are going to be more than happy to have you haul that away. Very good idea. Alex, thank you so much for your letter and your tips. Alex has a very great common sense tip, which I think is fantastic. And by the way, Thank you for the lemon pepper seeds. I'm going to give those a try. His common sense tip is mulch, 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 mulch. Always, people, if you don't have access to a hose, or if you live in a hot environment, or even if you don't, if you live up here where I am, when you mow your grass, or if you have anything that you can use for mulch, you know, a lot of people will buy wood mulch and mulch around their plants. That's fine. There is mulch growing right in your yard. Mow your lawn. Take that grass, pile it around your plants. It will smother out weeds. It'll leach nitrogen down in your soil because grass is high nitrogen. And it conserves water. So you got a win-win-win situation, a three-way win with mulching. He suggested mulching. I think doing it with grass would be good. So between Alex and I, we came up with a good suggestion. Mulch, folks. Don't give up. Don't stop trying things. If you have any kind of new ideas, give them a shot. And if you find anything good, post it in my comment section, because there are a lot of gardeners out there that can learn from you. And by the way, he calls it a brick of heroin. Those those bricks of coir coming at you. Thank you so much, Alex. And who is this? I just opened this while I was talking. I didn't even pay attention to who it was. This is Mrs. Compton. Hi, Mrs. Compton from England. Oh, this is a first. Mrs. Compton has a question on growing onions. Any kind of tips for growing onions? And I would normally answer that, but I got to admit, I have never in my life grown onions to harvest. It's one of those things that just eludes me. I don't know why. It seems like the simplest thing, and so many people grow onions and they pull them up and they go, ooh, look at this onion. You know, I get the same thing I put in. I put in the little onion sets, I pull them out, and I have onion sets. But I'm going to do something, and I'm going to try and help you, Mrs. Compton. Anybody out there, any of you people that are good at growing onions, would you please post your best suggestion for growing good, decent onions over in England in a cool environment? Mrs. Compton would like to know. And I'm going to be growing Kelsey onions, which are known as the world's largest onions. I got a few seeds. I'm going to try and grow Kelsey onions this spring. And I personally would like to know, what can I do to grow big onions? And basically any onion, because I fail at it. I totally fail at growing onions. But Mrs. Compton would like to know, and I would like to know. So let's get you all together. Give me some advice on that. And also, Mrs. Compton, you get a selection of fine tomato seeds from the Voodoo Garden coming at you. Thank you so much, everybody. And definitely thank you for all of the gifts. Thank you for all the letters. I really do appreciate it. And as promised, I have an announcement. Check this out. Okay. Matt, my friend, from mypatriotsupply.com, a great heirloom website that sells heirloom seeds, of course, and all kinds of goodies over there. Matt was my sponsor for a contest that I had last year, and he came through with flying colors. And all of the customers that he got from my channel were extremely happy with what they found there. And that made me really happy, because I would like to be able to promote a website that I have confidence in. And I liked his website. And turns out my viewers liked his website too. So it was a win-win situation. I liked him, they liked it, he appreciated the extra business and what little I could do to help bring some customers his way. But oh my gosh, that is a lot of bubble wrap. But he knows I like bubble wrap. I really do. I don't know why. I just love it. And okay, enough of that. I can do this later. Ooh. I know, right? Okay, but anyway, Matt approached me this year because we had such a smashing success last year, and he asked me if I would like to give out some gift certificates to his website. And I thought, you know, you don't even have to ask, Matt. My viewers love you. I love you. Your site is fantastic, and I would love to do that. But, of course, he has to go out and outdo himself. And he sent me some presents. And I'd like to give them to you. Yes, I would. Because as much as I appreciate this stuff, I actually enjoy giving it to you a lot more than I appreciate getting it. So, he sent me alfalfa seeds. Yes, and you can buy these on his website. And they're very inexpensive, and you get a ton of them. I did a demo on sprouting alfalfa seeds in a sprouter I purchased from his site. Yes, I purchased it. It was not a gift. I actually went to his site, and I paid full price, which really wasn't that much. And I got this crazy sprouter, which I thought was the neatest thing in the world. I did a demo on sprouting alfalfa seeds, and I ate so much of those. It was great. Very good for you. Very easy to do. Very fun to do. And he sent me all kinds of alfalfa seeds. And I don't know, he didn't discuss this with me, so this is something totally new to me. And what I'd like to do is I'm going to open these packs and I'm going to put them in little tiny baggies, and I'm going to send alfalfa seeds to everybody, and I do have enough for everybody, during the 2013 seed giveaway. So I'm going to add this on there, and it's not even going to be one of those choices that you have to select from, because I'm going to give like 20 different choices and you have to select like a half a dozen seeds, because I want to make sure everybody in the world gets them. But as a freebie, I'm throwing in alfalfa seeds to everybody so that you can sprout them yourselves and taste how delicious these things can be in your salads, in your soups, in your cooking, even just eat them fresh. And that's what I did, actually. I didn't put them in my salads. I just ate them right out of the sprouter. I'm such a pig. And I'm going to give you all free alfalfa seeds, courtesy of Matt at My Patriot Supply. And he also gave me some tomato seeds. Ooh, Manitoba. Cherokee Purple, and a lot of you know that Cherokee Purple are good. I've never heard of Manitoba, but I'm sure they're good if he decided to send them to me. Yellow Pear. I grew these this year and saved so many seeds. You would not believe how many seeds and tomatoes you can get from one yellow pear plant. So I definitely highly recommend these, and I'm going to be giving these out. But it gets even better, folks. Matt is generous to a fault, and I was really kind of stunned. And look what he gave us. He gave us, because this is yours. This is not mine. I'm not keeping this. This belongs to you. He gave me a ton of gift certificates, and each one is for $25 at his website. No purchase required. You can just spend $25, or if you spend over, you deduct $25 off. This is free money, folks. This is free seeds, and $25 at the prices that he has is going to buy you a ton of seeds on his website. So I have a lot of these gift certificates, and I'm going to be running a drawing. Not this drawing here, so don't send me any entries, okay? No entries yet. I will announce it when the time comes in the next month or so, and I'm going to have a drawing, and I'm going to give you guys these certificates. I'm going to mail you the actual certificate in the mail, and you can use it on his website because it has a little code on each one, and you can go shopping. So go on over to mypatriotsupply.com, and I'm going to put a link down. And by the way, over at Matt's website, mypatriotsupply.com, everything is heirloom, and that is fantastic. None of that hybrid stuff. You don't have to worry about is it hybrid, is it GMO, any of that nonsense that people talk about. Nope. You can just leave that at the door, go to his website, and have a good time and relax knowing that it's really good stuff. And one last thing. I know I shamelessly promote him, but I only do it because I want to, not because I have to. When you buy the seeds from him, you get good quality seeds. When I sprouted my seeds, they came up good. And sometimes you will buy seeds from a site, and you get a germination rate and you're really not too happy about it. These come in really wonderful foil packets, and I don't know what he does to his seeds, but he has some really good stuff. I've grown his stuff, and I've eaten the fruit of it. And high germination rates, real good quality seeds. He gets your product like that, and he is one for customer service. He does a website like you would not believe. And you know what? If other people did their websites like that, he would be no big deal. He'd just be another website out there on the internet. But he does great customer service, great quality on his seeds, and he doesn't go skimpy on the seeds. He gives you a lot too. And that is why I continue to have a connection with him and promote him proudly. I mean, if I had a shirt that said My Patriot Supply, trust me, I'd be wearing it. And I'd be actually wearing this one day, My Patriot Supply shirt another day. But anyway, enough of that. He does have a fantastic website. I am going to be shamelessly promoting his website and giving away certificates so that you guys can all go there and get a big old envelope full of stuff, courtesy of him and I, during the 2013 seed giveaway. It's going to be a great month in January, folks. So stay tuned, and congratulations to the winner. Next episode, 15 winners, and we're going to end this last contest and get on with the next one, okay? There's always going to be something good going on here in the Voodoo Garden because I want you to keep coming back. And the way to keep you coming back is to keep it fun, keep it a little bit silly, and also to make sure that you're having what you need to get your gardens going and to keep it growing. Okay, I got to get going. I have a mess to pick up here. Thanks for joining me.